Alright.
Don't let me bother you.
Hey, I'm trying to do my intro, Valentine. Alright, welcome back to Game Assay, or Play Assay if you're watching this on YouTube. More Fallout 4. I've decreased the texture quality, so maybe the load screens won't be so brutal, but we'll fucking see. Anyway, I finally got Nick's...
Anybody still in there?
No, Nick, I've gone offline. Okay, we'll just...
Does bashful mode come standard on all synths, or did you have to pay extra for that?
Yeah, no. Only on me, and I suppose that's sort of the issue.
Oh, wow, okay.
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort
We'll just
of thing.
We'll just get started.
Well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long
Now
as
that I've hacked enough terminals.
I've been getting these flashes,
Okay, I have to fix these.
memories of places I've never been, things I've never seen, memories of Nicks. They're not bad. They're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am. That I'm not a person at all.
Not to get all Epicurean on you.
Pretending to be human.
Okay. Human, no. Person, yes. Whatever.
You think, you feel. You're more than pretending, Nick.
Nice of you to say, but your kind don't usually have to deal with someone else's whole life trapped inside their skulls. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter.
Other scientists?
Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
You have that.
You've already built a life for yourself, Nick. You've got the agency, a home, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks.
Oh, that doesn't start the quest? Well, that's fucking disappointing. Alright, well. Oh my god, it's daytime.
That article in public occurrences? Damn sense can be anywhere.
Oh yeah. Oop, you're not public occurrences. Did I get it from Nina?
Public is here to pull the wool out from under your eyes.
I don't think that's how that phrase works, but okay.
Nat.
Hey, mister, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Well, thank you. Let's take a fucking look-see. Whenever I take a walk through Diamond City, there's so many things people tell me to be grateful for. Purified water, working lights, electricity, security. True, what we have would have been unthinkable even a few decades ago, but it's easy to forget that even after all the progress we've made, we're still living in the shadow of the world that was. A world before the threat of radiation, before a super mutant and feral ghoul, and the synth. So as fortune often has it, I cross paths with Samuel Stinson, Vault Dweller, a person who is experiencing the Commonwealth for the first time. What would his fresh set of eyes say about how far we've come? Is Diamond City the great green jewel we've always claimed it to be? Before we begin to answer that question, we have to know who Samuel Stinson is, where he comes from. To my surprise, he did not have much to say about his life in the vault at all, because he spent all that time staring at a piece of frozen glass. Every day, for 2 centuries. That's right, Samuel Stinson isn't just a vault dweller, he's an original vault dweller. He spent his entire life on the inside, cryogenically. That's not True. Oh, alright, whatever. His entire life on the inside, cryogenically suspended. Okay, there we go. You guys couldn't have made this all one part. Must be some engine problem. So what does Samuel Stinson have to say about seeing Diamond City for the first time? Honestly, seeing everyone surviving out there, rebuilding the world, gives me hope. Hope. When was the last time someone in our city talked about hope who wasn't some politician fishing for points in the next election, making empty promises at the wall? The wall. Sorry. But our outsider hasn't let the cynicism of our strange world get the better of him. This is all the more remarkable because the reason he came to the Commonwealth... You see, Samuel Stinson has a son, Sean. And even though they were in the relative safety of a vault, someone broke in and took Sean from his parent. And that parent is now risking everything, wandering through the strange and unfriendly world of ours in order to save Sean from his kidnappers. We all know the rumors and whispers surround every missing person in Diamond City. The guilty looks we pass to mourning family members as we thank the wall that this time it wasn't us. You can end up dead in the Commonwealth for a million reasons. Why spend our time worrying about kidnappings? Why indeed? It's easy for us to be cynical about the missing. We spent so long knowing the Institute is out there, but knowing so little about them, they're not only the ones responsible for the kidnappings, but the fact that they sometimes... Wait, hold on. They're not the only ones responsible for kidnappings, but the fact that they sometimes are, and the fact that we have been so powerless to stop them when they do, causes us to treat all victims of kidnappings as if they were a lost cause. But the people left behind, those loved ones, friends, and neighbors who may never see the faces of those taken from them again, they do not have the luxury of being able to just look away. They have to carry that loss. They have to carry that loss with them, even if everyone else tells them to move on and forget. I asked Samuel Stinson to make a statement in Diamond City, to give us an outsider's perspective of what it means to lose a loved one, and how it feels. Maybe in some way, that's how we should feel. Maybe we've forgotten what the right human response to these tragedies is. No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again, or at least that you'll know the truth. Oh, we're ending on that note. Alright. Alito.
Got too much dirt
What,
in
you
that
lost?
hair? Get it trimmed. You
I ain't a tour
overdone it.
guide.
Bitch, I didn't ask you a goddamn thing. You can fuck off now.
Why buy just an ordinary piece of wood? A swatter is
Shop
a
in
custom-made
Fiji. No
piece
sense
of
allowed at the
genuine
surplus.
hickory.
Alright. Back to business. Alright, what do I have as my grenade? It just sold. Oh, I have a whole bunch of frag grenades. Alright.
Hello. Is someone present?
Yep.
You must be terminated.
I can alter the turret so... Oh, fuck. Yeah, yep, nope, this isn't gonna work. It's my own grenade. Surprise, bitch! Wow. Okay, that went poorly. Retreat and regroup. Get off my front lawn.
Combat initiated.
God damn it. Bitch. I like the Nuka armor though, that's good stuff. I need like an actual workbench to scrap.
Hostile life form.
No, you're not.
Distance closed.
Oh.
Engaging.
That it?
I am the victim of the violence.
I have been the victim of violence. Yes. Yes, Synth. Yes, you are. Although you shot the first shot, so I'm gonna go ahead and argue that I'm the victim.
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the
Oh, hey.
TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler.
Yeah, and you had to go ruin that for my wife and I. That's kind of the whole. That's kind of the premise of the game. Oop. Can't miss that aluminum can. Or that ammo. Okay, we're done now. There's a mine here somewhere.
Nothing.
Sorry your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave.
Just give me my kid and I'll leave immediately.
Never expected you to come knocking on my door.
Really?
Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Great shot. Any more? He's in there for the record.
Some folks never lose their fondness for living in the basement.
I did. Fuck that.
Look, you're pissed off. I get it. I do.
Do you?
hope
Do
to
you?
accomplish in here? It's not gonna go your way.
Okay, Luke. Watch this.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Something out there.
Stealth capabilities. Fascinating.
God damn it.
That's the last of them.
I cannot allow these attacks to continue.
That's one way to get that coolant pumping.
He fucking got me. Waiting around the corner of the door. Like, good job. You Gen 1s, you know, you're not total shit. Alright. Like, that was a good one. Oh, god damn it.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. But you are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
What's that?
In the nuts. There's usually one in armor that comes up here.
Anything useful?
No? Alright then.
It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that.
I picked up the password somewhere apparently. What's the holdup? Leveled up even. Apparently I need new armor, so nah. Damn it. Dude. There we go. That's gonna be fun. Not over encumbered? No. Sweet.
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
Hey,
Go on.
I have some Institute weapons. Make you... I was gonna say make you feel at home, but that's rude. How do you even fit a lock on this?
yes.
So there's two ways to play this. Since, I don't know if you noticed, but, where's my weapon?
There he is. Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. Funny. I thought I had that honor.
Yeah, not anymore, bitch. You're gonna stand behind me while we do this, Mr. Gen 2, huh? Fucking rude. Alright.
So,
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
pal, I'm just a puppet like you. My stage is a little bigger, that's all. Sean's a good kid. Bit older than you expected, am I right? But he's doing great. Only, he's not here. He's with the people pulling the strings.
Tell me where he is, damn it.
Fine. I guess you've earned that much. Sean's in a good place. Where he's safe and comfortable and loved. The place he calls home. The Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. Not until it jumps out at you.
Strange
But
analogy.
I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
You know, in 100 years, when I finally die, I only hope I go to hell, so I can kill you all over again, you piece of shit.
How's that working out for you, huh? You? Going fucking medieval on your ass. Nick! Oh shit, I am almost dying. Oh boy. Oh damn, Nick. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Hey. Nick.
That's how you imagine you'd go.
Good job.
Go fucking medieval on your ass.
Won't be hurting anyone else. We should take a look around, get all the intel this place can hide.
Holy shit, that worked. Oh, oh boy. Look at that fucking blood splatter. Okay, this is a terrible screenshot. You. Too heavy to carry? Man, fuck you.
All this tech. You were barely human.
Refills action points on a critical hit. Taking your outfit. And I'm cutting your head off, because it just seems polite. I don't know, I can't carry it outside the room, so yeah. Wow, that Kellogg fight was really easy. I just hit him with the sword until he stopped moving. Like, okay. I expected to have to... My plan was going to be... I was going to charge him with the sword, expect him to kick my ass, and I was going to run over here and nuke him. That was my battle plan. But nope, apparently I can just stab him until he stops moving. Oh god, this happens every time. Alright, well... Take a look at his terminal. Now, let's let myself out. So, boys at the Institute. Which means I have to kick down the door to the Institute. Wherever the, door is. The boy Sean successfully delivered back to the Institute. Payment received. New orders to track down Renegade. Gather reinforcements, cleared out and secured Fort Hagen. We move out soon. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Alright, you. Hey, Nick, will help?
Valentine.
So, Kellogg wasn't giving us any bull. Your son really is on the inside. Even I don't know where the Institute is. And they built me.
There has to be a way, Nick.
We're in the weeds here. Time to take a step back. Bring in some fresh eyes. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City. I say we head her way. Talk this through.
Diamond City it is.
Hey, chin up. I know the night just got darker, but it won't last forever.
Okay.
Hey.
What's...
Doesn't it offer like a strength bonus or something? No, but it's just great armor. 30-30. Yeah, we're kind of stuck with this army. Alright, well, we'll go to the outside then. Oh.
Going up.
Awfully pacey there, Nick. So I gotta say, I've lowered the textures. I don't think the game looks that much different. Oh, I had to load us outside. That's why it took so long. Oh, come on.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful.
They say deploying combat helicopters.
The Brotherhood of Steel.
Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and Hard Luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client?
Yeah, my name's Hard Luck.
So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
I didn't make it in time. Kellogg was working with the Institute, and he gave them Sean. I've lost him all over again.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The
That's it?
Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
If only I didn't behead him.
No, that angle isn't going to work.
Yeah. Any other ideas, Nick?
Talk about a literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by...
Cut off. I did not blow his brains out. Like some cowboy. No, we went back to 930 AD and cut him with a sword.
An avenging parent.
A magic sword, I would argue.
Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I don't know, Nick. That seems a little out there.
You're talking to a synth. I am a little out there. Stay with me on this.
Touche.
We're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to
Memories are stored, white matter, not gray matter.
Omari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
I noticed it when I was brutally severing the spinal cord.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Omari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I take Nick every time, and it's super interesting, but I think I want to take Piper for once. Just to see what the fucking difference is.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble.
No fucking promises.
We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Oh, let's go to civilian mode for a minute then. Yee. Alright, Piper, let's go. Nick will not be outside the door, I bet. I hope Dogmeat still is not at the fort. Last we saw Dogmeat, he was chewing on one of those turrets.
Big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home.
Oh, he is. Good job, game. 10-15,
Big neighbor,
okay.
huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
So look at these fucks.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Yeah, those people I totally didn't mug on the way in here.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters? We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big friendly
Oh, he's out here.
wealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their synths.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Really, guys?
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that come in peace malarkey.
Yeah, me neither, bud.
Steel, better stay out of good neighbor. All I'm saying.
Alright, we'll set that up later. So 10:15, so while that's loading.
Well,
This is fun.
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about the lonely.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
I don't really understand her thing here. What up? What's...
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Hey, Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, alright?
I really don't understand, like, is she the receptionist? Just sitting here watching what would be TV, I guess. Like, I don't get the deal. Alright. Slow ass. Alright, one of us is gonna have to change. We're even gonna do a hard save, actually. Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're in the railroad. What's this all about?
You don't... Dude, you don't just tell people I'm in the railroad. There's, like, a thing. And we got code names and shit. Anywho.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way. It's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Hey, welcome to the party, Piper.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
I'm doing
Say
it.
that like Dr. Frankenstein. Ego, fetch me the brain. No?
No, I will not. Do you have it?
Okay.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Got any comments?
Talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire.
Also, quit fucking moving.
Feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
If a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
Hey man, a little fucking much.
You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
Any idea what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
So Piper's got
On the other side.
nothing. You got nothing to add to this? How the fuck did I bring you? I'm taking a stim pack if you don't mind. Here's the simulation mission. There's got to be at least one of those every time. Nope. We doing this?
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Actually walking on neurons. I gotta say, this is probably the least Fallout thing we're gonna experience in this series.
Experiencing these memories as Keller. This may prove disorienting at first.
Turn down the goddamn radio. I'm trying to sleep.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
What's it mean, Mom?
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know.
No, you didn't.
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise.
Good trigger discipline, kid.
You've always been my good boy.
People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
I'm walking on sunshine. I'm going the wrong way. Kellogg's from NCR. Which I think is a little neat, because that's where our last game took place, kinda. It's New Vegas, but I'm pretty sure the canon ending is that it is NCR. I thought we won't know until another game comes out. Wow, jumped way forward.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
That's some seriously cynical shit. Okay, sorry.
I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just...
It was. It was.
I'm sure these guys know what they're doing.
They don't.
They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she.
Who the hell is the she?
A lot of standing around looking tough.
I'm looking that up.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe.
Notice, much bigger than the one his mom gave
I
him.
know, Connie.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Notice that it actually forms the neurons as you go. I'd really like to go back in first person, but okay.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
So notice, that's almost the same speech he was giving me walking through that hall in Fort Hagen. It's through the pipes. It's probably literally the same, like, asset. He's getting talked to through a microphone, so that's where he learned that trick. Sick fuck. Repetition compulsion bullshit. They could have done that part better.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
So apparently the she, I haven't played Fallout 2, because it's just as insufferable as Fallout 1, apparently. So the she are, quote, the ancestors of present-day Shi were a crew from a Chinese submarine, the Shi Huangti. I think he built the Great Wall. Anyway, yeah, okay. That was beached in San Francisco shortly after the Great War. Despite the radiation, they managed to establish a foothold in the city. Gradually, it was stripped down, and they found a new purpose serving the Shi. The group of survivors called themselves they called themselves the Shi. I butchered that all. Eventually, even the Emperor submarine's mainframe was moved to the mainland and installed and built Steel Palace. All right, so R&D people. Anyway.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it?
Dumbass.
So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek with us.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
No. God, I'm so directionally challenged. Again, I've done this, 5 or 6 times. Have these lines memorized by now.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So,
we've skipped a bit here.
I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
Very well.
The first synths weren't
Damn it.
all that.
Oh, good, I can cancel it.
748. Initiate.
Systems offline.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again.
Sociopathy is always a healthy
It was
choice.
just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Good line.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. The eggheads never liked taking orders.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller.
Dude, I'm post-military. Like, come on. That's a fucking vault dweller.
Even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Do I actually have to go downstairs?
Already pulling out his weapon?
I'll bring it downstairs for you. Good.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I'd never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but
do you want to bring those up to
still
the
human.
Are you? Are you?
Better this way.
Are you? Are you?
Better than taking a kid and leaving her alive.
Yeah. Your reply then?
This is the one.
Open it.
Or do you want some extra?
Notice the manual releases still work. I can't select between the two. I'm not watching this.
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Can I skip this? No, 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 nope, nope.
Whenever you're ready.
Would you forget this part?
Is that your son? This
Oh,
appears
this is
to
the
be a very
flashback.
recent memory. So
Are you no clipping over
good news, I think.
No, I'm stuck in third person.
Oh, because you're the memory to continue, right?
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually.
Dude's thing.
But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we
No,
go.
the campaign actually ends.
Back to the major plot points.
Happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently.
We're trying that
It wasn't
again.
my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so
So, old man and the kid are two different people. And he does specify, this is Sean, not an infant.
me and the kid. Like a happy
Notice,
little
he's got the red hair.
family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back.
I don't know. Probably eating her food.
I knew it was just temporary.
Under which table?
Ken.
Oh, down.
I'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Yep, he did. Well,
Is it fine if I watch you play your game?
quietly.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Guy's laying on the Blade Trinity a little heavy, isn't he? You got the black coat.
Left.
Fucking Wesley Snipes glasses. Like, come on.
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes.
Home to his father. Sean's father. So there's some fuckery going on there.
Stand next to me and hold still.
What is happening to your arm, kid? Alright. Hi, kitty. That's the same kid outfit from Fallout 3's Tranquility Lane. I know, because I just edited that episode, because that's how far behind I am in editing.
X688, ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
You won't.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Fitting music. No. Nope. Nope.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact. And good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Hey, Piper.
There's a story here. We'll find it. Something to say?
Your thoughts?
You know, you are some kind of dedicated. I wouldn't want to share a beer with Kellogg, let alone a brain.
Your thoughts?
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Nothing else for now.
Okay.
Oh, I was hoping that would restock. This next part's crazy.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Okay.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head.
Oops, damn it!
What did you say?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Figure a synth's probably nice to have in a... Brain fart. The glowing sea, because radiation isn't really a big deal for him. I was just gonna send Piper home, but okay.
A lot of people out.
I was trying to pull out my gun in the middle of him sounding like Kellogg, but...
Business with Doc Amari and Kellogg's memories got me thinking. It's just there's still some Nick Valentine history I've been wanting to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you...
Never noticed his hand is actually intact.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
An evil king in a sub-shop? Does a meatball monster show up at some point?
Yeah, from what I've heard, the pastrami golem is the one you really have to watch out for. Anyway, if you're done being a wise ass, the story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar?
Fuck you.
Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Nick, you can't be saying what I think you're saying.
Oh, I'm saying it all right. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound. Ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories of a girl. My girl. They're not really my memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful and innocent, and Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price.
There we go, being real with me now.
Knowing that, are you in?
Dude, fuck yeah.
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's that I managed to snatch from the Cambridge Police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston Police evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across.
We'll do that one off camera, because that's a pain in the ass. But finally, got Nick's quest. We'll get to Virgil, and then we'll cut the episode and start a new one. Saves me a little editing stress to have shorter episodes.
Good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth.
Oh, come on, dude.
Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
What, does the railroad only apply to only applies to the helmet? Or does it only apply to the T-50? Yeah, it only applies to T-50. Oh well. Is that everything then? Or no? Well, that's kind of cool. Nick's little spot there. What you have on underneath matters, except hazmat suit. It's just get back in the suit. Well, that's cool. So how am I doing? Oh, wait. Oh, we're doing good. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be a fucking walk to Glowing Sea. Oh, it's not that bad. Yep, not gonna lie, the blue is not working for me. No, the headlamp and the power armor. Yeah. That sounded big.
Where are color options?
Oh, it's a fucking Alpha Deathclaw. Fuck this.
What the fuck you are? What would you expect?
I'm not even in the Glowing Sea yet.
You have a fucking knife?
I have a sword.
Fucking stupid.
Good luck, Nick. The Deathclaw's just mauling the shit out of Nick.
Nick's got this. He's synthetic.
He's immortal. Like, it'd be okay.
Oh god.
Is it behind me?
Ground start shaking. Please no.
Okay, it's not currently trying to murder me. Oh, I just realized I dropped the fat man and I really could have used that up here.
Doesn't really do shit except for heal them. It's radiation.
Well, it's radiation, but it's also a thermonuclear weapon, like.
Not a general term anymore. I work for the 2018.
Well, he just doesn't like being called a guy, like.
But there's okay being called
I mean, I'm gonna call him kid. That's gonna be my go-to.
Well, if I get angry until I use attack, so.
Which one? Both of you.
Yeah. I just go with the y'all or both of you. So, I mean,
oh look, people living
I'm
in
just
here.
letting you know that, you know, if you don't want to get up and go and tell them to be quiet, just let me know. I should hear it.
Holy ground, Adam. What's going on here?
Adam reached out and touched this world, bringing his glow to us. It remains to this day a reminder of his promise. Infinite worlds through division.
Right.
I'm looking for someone named Virgil.
Virgil? Yes, we know this Virgil. What do you want with him?
I just need some information from him.
I see. In truth, this Virgil has caused some concern. Some believe his presence is an affront to Adam.
It is,
Though he
totes.
came to trade with us on a few occasions, we have had little other contact with him. It was quite clear he wanted to be left alone. You can find him southwest of the crater, living in a cave. I would approach cautiously were I you. I feel he does not want visitors.
I will count the bodies of the heretics I have burned, and for
Hey,
each one,
hey,
smile
hey.
on the lips of Adam. If you are in need, then it is my place to aid you, at cost, of course.
Let's see what you got.
All right. Mr. Count the bodies of those I've killed for Adam. Like, all right, let's see what you fucking got, I guess. Here, have some chems. You guys seem like you're into chems. Ah, alright. I just realized there's no auto-inject stim packs in this game. At least I haven't found them. Just like fair, because that's kind of bullshit. Like I said, there's a Deathclaw right in front of this cave, so I'm going to approach very... Oh, come on! Okay. See that shit? Okay, so we're gonna try grenades first. Quick. I said... Rude. Get fucked. Get fucked. Alright. Hi, kitty. Alright, Virgil. Want some fucking answers here. Quiet now. As a show of good faith, we'll take the power armor off. Is my face loaded yet? Nope. Alright then. Let's not put Kellogg's outfit on. There we go. I can't see without my glasses. Good enough. Nick.
Hold it. Take it.
Oh, hey, Virgil.
No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute.
I'm not, though.
So where's Kellogg? Huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Take it easy. Kellogg's dead.
Dead? He's dead. Don't you lie to me.
Is it so hard to believe?
Of course it is. Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it.
The turrets and the Protectron didn't even flinch at me. Now, unless he planned on putting a death claw there, yeah, not much stopped me from coming here.
And so you killed him, eh?
Yep.
Then what do you want with me?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
You know about the escape? But how? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me. Why are you even here? What do you want?
Relax. I just need to know how to get in there.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yep.
You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane?
Arguably.
Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to succeed, it'd almost certainly end in your immediate death. What reason could you possibly have for taking that kind of risk?
They kidnapped my kid.
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh. Oh no. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is one of them, I can understand why you'd want to get in there. I can help, but I'm going to need something in return.
Of fucking course.
You help me and I'll help you.
All right. If I help you, you're going to do something for me. Before I was forced to leave, I was working on a serum to reverse this mutation. It could return me to normal. You understand? So if you get in there, I need you to find it in my old office and bring it to me. I think that's pretty reasonable in exchange for helping you.
That's extremely reasonable.
Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
No. Oh, wait, I actually do.
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's
One way to put it.
referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one.
I mean,
that means you're going to
there's the hard way, but whatever.
Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
Well, I have, but
I don't really know. Doesn't sound familiar.
Not surprising.
they didn't give an option of I know what they are, but I haven't seen one. Because I know what they are from a railroad. Whatever.
They don't come out often, and when they do, few see them. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Well, I suppose your enthusiasm counts for something. Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me.
For whatever reason.
Sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one. But you'll have to do the dirty work.
Notice his glasses are broken. Like, you can see... Oh, okay, I'll catch it better on it.
Okay, let's get to work.
Right.
Flake of glass, flake of glass. Why is he wearing broken glasses held up by pencils?
The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT.
Duh.
Directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking
Notice he says what and not who or whom. Whatever.
for.
Protect and serve.
Yeah, seriously though, you gotta work on these, dude. They didn't flinch at all to me, and I think that was kind of the point. Anything worth stealing?
The hell aroma is that?
It's the smell of the glowing sea, dude. It's open concept. Oh, let's grab a level. Oops. Where's Gun Nut? Oh, what the hell? Where is it? There it is. Alright, so we're at 2 hours 13, probably edit it down to an hour and a half. We'll cut off this episode. I'll get some ice cream. Then we'll start another one back up. So I'll go grab my power armor and get out of this nonsense.